right in front of the steering wheels, and it will come out right over here. So you get that airflow right in front of your face back, because every single display, doesn't matter how small or how big, it will somehow block the air vent right in front of the driver. It's just a matter of the size of the display, that is how much it will block. But this one seems like to be a really good solution for the problem with the front instrument cluster display. And it has built-in speaker and USB-C port right here. As you can see, I'm not sure about these two ports, what it is, but yeah, looks really good. Also came with a dual options wire harness. So this is the bracket that you will mount the display to the dashboard. So you have to remove the dashboard in order to install this display. It's all the screws to mount. You need plastic removal tools like this. So first, just remove this panel right here. No screw, just a whole bunch of clips, plastic clips, and do the same thing on the other side. Now we can start to remove the dashboard. But if you have a newer car, let me show you where to unscrew it first. There's two screws right on each side, and then remove the dashboard. You would have to unscrew this one screw on each side right here. It should be T20 to unscrew it. Then after you unscrew it, you'll be able to lift and remove the dashboard. Make sure you unscrew it first, otherwise if you try to remove without unscrewing it, you might break this wooden part. You can remove the dashboard by just pulling it up, just like so, and then pull on the other side. Now the whole move the passenger chair all the way back, just make it easier to access that part. And then move your carpet format. After that, just remove this rubber seal right here. Don't have to worry, there's no glue to it. You just have to. Again, there's no screw, just a clip. This plastic clip right here, use this too. Now you should get, after that plastic clip, no more screw down here. Then there's one more plastic clip, same thing, use the same to remove it out. Right after I remove all of it, just right there. You can see it's blue color, it's open port, so you have to unplug anything. And we'll get the data from there and the power from here. So this is the pass-through part of it, so we get the power pass-through from the car to the monitor or to the display. Right before we connect the cable right here, let me show you how to run the front-forward camera from the car to the front bumper. So the first step to get the camera wires is through the front area of the car is to remove this panel first. Now you can remove the front top, this one right here, with 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one more plastic clip that you have to remove. This one right here. So remove this, and you'll be able to remove the whole top out. After that, you should be able to fish the line down here, and then come down to this radiation vent area right here, and you can mount the camera down here facing front. Also, you get the fishing line up, and then you can go through under here, and I think this is only the way that you can get into cabin space. In the front passenger space is that air vent pipe right there, so just try to fish through that into the space inside and then connect. Now just mount the camera somewhere right here on the bottom grill of the bumper, just somewhere in the middle. Right, so right now that you're done with the camera wiring, before you plug in anything, make sure you turn off the car first. So just go to the main menu right here, and then go to safety, all the way down, power off. Now we can connect, but we just have to unclip the plug first from the car. Okay, so just plug in the one. Now we just plug the power from the car back in into like so. And last but not least, we're just going to plug in this 21 pin. Plugged in both. Now we get power and the data from the car. I forgot to mention, before you run the wire after you plugged it in, I would highly recommend test out the display first, make sure it works, and so that's it. Now it's powered, as you can see. Now let's run the wire. Run the cable up to the dashboard. Just make sure you don't block any clips long of the cable, because there's no place on the dashboard to roll the cable around, so it's better to roll the cable down here. Just running the cable, so easiest way is to use a few masking tapes or pins or tapes to put the cable down, just to help manage the cable so it doesn't block all these clips. far enough so we can plug in the display. Now this part in the car is done. I took out the dashboard. Now we are going to mount and install the display on top of the dashboard, but it's counting from this first slot right here to number 25 or 25th and then stop. So that's where this first stick, you see where it's going to mount. It's going to go in, and then just find any 3 slots that kind of match this part of the display on the dashboard, and then just push these 3 connecting cable in there, and then just place the display on the slot. I just mark it with the masking tape, see, on that slot, and that's it. Just press it in, make sure it's all the way flat to the dashboard. Now we just have to flip it over. Now it's flipped over, just try to find some soft cloth so it doesn't damage the dashboard and the display. As you can see here, just have to screw in this slot, but before that, you have to put the bracket in. Now just put in the bracket and match. You see the screw hole to where the display is coming through is, and that's it, and you just have to screw it in. Now I'm done with the display on the dashboard installation. Now let's install this whole dashboard attached to the display in my Tesla motor wire. You sit the display down, make sure you connect all the wiring first. So just move it down, then make sure this part is slide in, and then just press it down, and then press it down on this side too. So attach the wiring on this display. Some part of it is really thick, so you have to make sure it doesn't block any clips so it can go in. Take a little time to manage it a little bit, but now it's nice and neat. Now we just have to close these side panels on both sides. Alright, I'm done with the installation.